Hey guys, it's Jsnow with the 25 man looking for raid Blade Lord Tayak, if that's how you say it, boss guide. So this boss is very interesting and a bit fun, kind of annoying at the same time. So this boss has a couple of abilities. One, the tanks have to actually switch because he will put a debuff with one of his strikes, so you have to switch between tanks. I haven't tanked this, but there is a debuff, so you have to swap tanks. Otherwise, he's going to summon up to 3 tornadoes, one at a time as his health gets lower. You just want to stay out of the tornadoes, otherwise the tornado will knock you right in front of the boss. It seems to do that. His next ability is this one called Unseen Strike. A marker is going to go up on whoever he targets, and what you have to do is stack right on top of that person. So if you don't stack right on top of that person, it does 3 million damage to that person and they instantly die. So during this fight, we actually had a couple of instances where there was way too many tornadoes and people weren't close enough together. So it ends up, once the mark came on, they got instantly killed. Now, the way to avoid that is to stack together, but the boss has another ability, I think it's called Wind Strike or something like that, where he'll attack randomly attack a player and put a debuff on them and anybody within 8 yards. So that's why you don't want to really stack together, but since it's looking for raid, that attack doesn't seem to do much damage. So just make sure during the Unseen Strike you're stacking right on the boss. Otherwise, it's going to do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Just make sure the tank is actually moving the boss around the arena. The arena's area that the boss is in is actually pretty big, so you want to move him a little bit so you don't get the tornadoes all over the place. So here's another Unseen Strike, and we're going to stack on him. And make sure everybody stacks. Doesn't matter how many people stack, you just want enough to soak up the damage. So on to the second phase, which happens around 20% and where the fight gets interesting. Right, so once the boss gets to about 20%, he's going to do the second phase. As you can see in this fight, we actually lost a whole bunch of people to the Unseen Strike. So you really want to make sure you're stacking on that. So what he's going to do is actually summon a whole bunch of tornadoes, and you're going to actually have to run to the boss. So the boss is going to jump back, throw you into a tornado, and then make you go all the way back across the room. So what you want to not do is step on the sides. As you can see, the wind will push you all the way back. And he's going to summon 3 tornadoes. So this is the fun part of the fight, but also a part where a lot of people mess up because some of the tornadoes, like during the fight, we had actually a cheap, like the boss was cheap shotting us. Like he sent all 3 tornadoes out at once in a direction, and you had like a split second to dodge. So it really depends on luck and pure movement skills. So make sure you get your running shoes on and prepare to dodge. So we have to just dodge all the tornadoes, as you can see right here. Here's a pretty cheap one and it basically just comes down to pure movement. So during this fight, we had a lot of people who couldn't dodge. As you can see, there's people being taken away, and we had like 2 people during the entire fight couldn't get to the boss. Once you're at the boss, basically you just gotta DPS him down, stand behind him, and just DPS him down, and you'll take some AoE damage. Now this starts to become a DPS race as he starts to gain stacks of 5% haste and 5% damage done over time. So this is where it's a big DPS race, and you want to basically mow him down as soon as possible. He's gonna once he gets to I think about 10%, he does the whole process again. So he's gonna jump to the other side, then summon the tornadoes, and you gotta run over there. But otherwise, a pretty simple and fun fight. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you need any more looking for raid guides, just click the annotation in the left or right hand corner, wherever I'm gonna put it after finishing this video. If you guys enjoyed this, please sub for more WoW videos. We also do DayZ and WarZ, so if you guys like that too. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.